Not so long ago, Forbes asked the question, will security token offerings be the future of raising money? Experts say that STO will be a cost-effective and efficient way for institutions to bring additional liquidity to their asset portfolio through the tokenizing process. To tell us more, we have Kokila Alagh, co-founder of STO Lab, MENA, with us here in the studio. Kokila, great to have you here. First of all, how does it work? How does the security token offering actually function?
So, Greg, right in its name, it's a security token offering. So whenever we sit down, we say we understand traditional securities, and now we're using technology on top of it. So technology is an added layer on it. I always tell my clients, anything which has a value, any intrinsic value in it, is a true asset. And any asset can be tokenized using blockchain technology. So when we use this technology, we realize that all those things that were talked about in the last 40 years, 50 years for a global reach to look at illiquid assets to be available for retail users is now possible. So that in itself is a security token offering.
So how would you describe the reaction of traditional financial institutions around the world towards STO?
So initially there was a huge reluctance towards the adoption of the technology, and there was still a lot of not a lack of understanding around the concept. But recently, I think in 2019, we had JP Morgan launching its own security token offering. We had World Bank issuing Bond I, one of the biggest bonds they released, raising $81 million using security tokens. We've also got a regulated exchange for security tokens to be listed in Singapore and regulated by the by MAS, Monetary Authority of Singapore. So we have regulators, we have investors, we have issuance companies, technology companies, and different service providers now working collectively on it.
So what would you say then are the challenges that face the security token offering at the moment?
Like any other new concept to be introduced, lack of understanding, the technology being at its nascent stage, the investors, this is a different class of investors which are talking about traditional security investments as well as use of new technology. So this is, as we say, going into a deeper crowdfunding or to the retail investors. So it's at a nascent stage, still growing. So that's been the main challenge. One of the biggest challenge has been the lack of understanding in the regulatory and legal landscape. But thanks to the regulators around the world taking upon itself to come out and with the clarity on how these security tokens will be working.
Do you think it's because it's been put under the same umbrella as cryptocurrencies and there's been, slight confusion about regulation of those?
Should the regulators say on the home run, say like ADGM or with the Central Bank of Bahrain, they've very clearly, explicitly defined the difference between a cryptocurrency or a utility token or a security token or a derivative token coming out of these securities. And they've explained it in all different possible, within layman language, doing webinars, explanations, and getting different consultants to talk about it.
So how does STO open up opportunities for Dubai and UAE investors?
So recently, not just ADGM, who's been the forerunner in this for UAE, we also saw a consultation paper that came out from Securities and Commodities Authorities, which was essentially for security token offerings and different exchanges for the current exchanges like the NASDAQ, TFM and ADS, how they will be able to list and trade these security tokens. So we have the regulators now making it simpler for investors, keeping the investor protection, looking at the issuance company, the customer protection, all being taken care of.
Great. Well, it's something hopefully we're going to be hearing a lot more about in the future, but we'll leave it there. Kokila Alagh, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.